Hello, and welcome to another Bicoastal Buddies Podcast. Today, I'd like to introduce a special series called A Foodie Reviews a Movie. Warning, spoilers are ahead. This Friday, I went to see Obsession on its release date. I'm glad I waited the weekend rather than make a video right away because I needed some time to process it all. This movie was intense. I actually wrote down that feeling that I had. Pure exhaustion from the anxiety and just the stress of this movie that just grips you from the very beginning to the very end. From the first 5 to 10, 15 minutes of this movie, real Nikki, Indy Navarrete, absolutely grips you with her kindness, her sweet personality. She just has this very nice, genuine character that once the wish is casted, completely diminishes as you get to know the wish Nikki versus the real Nikki. So I wanted to mention that first because those first couple minutes of the movie, you're just like, wow, this girl is so nice. She's so perfect. She's so just genuine. That's how I would describe real Nikki. I stayed up till 2 a.m. watching back-to-back reviews, and I just needed other people's opinion on how they felt about this movie because I was just trying to process it. When I got out of this movie, I went and got some food at Chipotle, and I'm sitting there thinking about how stressed out and how visceral the feeling is as you're watching this movie, as you're going through the motions of the back and forth between the real Nikki and the wish Nikki. I wanted to talk about the shadowing and darkness that they use to sort of hide wish Nikki and make her look more sinister, to make her look scary, and really elevate that sort of darkness that's overcome her. The part that really stuck out to me when she was in the corner watching Bear sleep, and he wakes up, and just like him, I really can't tell where she's at. I leaned over to my friend. I'm like, where is she? I can't see her. And everybody's just trying to make out on this dark screen exactly where she is in the corner. And as you can start to see her, that's when it just starts to build. That ultimate reveal of her in the corner, scared. She almost seems unrecognizable. She seems gripped with fear. I want to move on to the head bashing scene that had me literally jump out of my seat, legs straight out. Thankfully, there was some leg room. And I yelled, honestly, because it just blew me away. It seemed like in that scene that you would have her sort of pop out, whether it was on the passenger side or the driver's side of this car, and either say something, scream, something of that nature. But what got me was, as she's running full sprint, you could kind of sort of see in the distance, and then boom, she breaks the window and bashes Sarah's head into the steering wheel. It is intense. And how she goes from being so violent at first to immediately trying to console Bear is just, it's kind of incredible. You see these instances of compassion with the wish Nikki, but so much violence as well. There's different scenes where it seems like she almost wants to hurt Bear. but she holds back because she has that the wish is the obsession with him and always, prioritizing him and taking care of him. So it's interesting how she kind of is juggling that. I think what makes a movie really good is when you see it and want to see it again immediately. And that's the case with Obsession. It's almost like the curse gets thrown or exchanged with the audience. As you watch this movie, you become more obsessed. It is so relatable when it comes to relationships, as we've all had something similar to this happen to us in our personal lives. I mean, that's how I felt for me personally. But I think a lot of other people definitely can relate and feel that with her. This obsession she has with Bear. There's so many tiny little details that I want to revisit when watching this movie again with some friends, further to conversating about this movie, because every social media I have, when you look up Obsession, it's just people just constantly just going over the movie and certain scenes and just kind of continuously dissecting certain things, what they thought of certain things that Wish Nikki did versus Bear. It's pretty interesting how this movie, which I'd say is relatively short, it just continues to sort of live on and just continuously go as we keep talking about it and wanting more from it. I just want to be real Nikki's food critic, but I pass on the cat sandwich. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode.